Have you ever felt like something was wrong, but didn't know who to be angry at? That's how thousands of armies around the world are feeling right now. The sudden news left everyone speechless, as if they couldn't believe they actually did that to Taehyung. How could they send him there? Don't they see how precious he is? Aren't they tired of seeing Taehyung having to stay strong all by himself? And behind all that silence, another figure also seemed lost, Jungkook. His gaze was empty, his voice trembling, as if his heart had been taken away with someone he loved dearly. Yes, this isn't just about a normal departure. It's about Taekook, two hearts that are always bound together, even though the world tries to separate them. When the news appeared on the timeline, thousands of fans immediately fell silent. There was something that couldn't be explained with words alone, a strange feeling in the chest, a mixture of shock, anger, and confusion. How could they send him there? Wrote an army in the comments section. And from there, the conversation exploded throughout the community. The hymn in question was clearly not an ordinary person. It was Kim Taehyung, V from BTS, a figure who always brought light to every step he took, even when the world felt dark. But this time, the news circulating wasn't about a new music project, a fashion show, or a funny live stream with Jungkook. It was about something that made fans' hearts ache. While Taehyung still smiled in the official photos, fans knew that smile wasn't quite the same. There was something different in his eyes. There was fatigue. There was restraint. And that's what made everyone ask, why did they send him there? Didn't they see how precious he is? From the beginning, the relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook, known as Taekook, has always been an emotional topic for many fans. Two figures who grew up together under pressure. Facing the world with laughter and hugs for each other. But now, as Taehyung has to go to fulfill his unavoidable obligations, Jungkook seems so lost. In several previous live clips, Jungkook often looked blank when someone mentioned the name Taehyung. It was as if he was holding something back. Attentive fans immediately realized that this was no coincidence. And what was most heartbreaking was, before his departure, Taehyung had said softly in an interview, "I always try to be strong, but sometimes there are things that even I can't express to anyone." Those words now feel so heavy. It's as if he knew what was going to happen, but still chose to smile so that ARMY wouldn't worry. Some fans even wrote on Twitter, "Don't they get tired of making Taehyung always be the strongest? He's human too. He can be sad too." The comment was liked by tens of thousands of people. And soon after, edited videos of Taekook began to appear. Clips of moments between the two of them, from laughter on stage, jokes behind the scenes, to gazes so gentle it was as if the world had stopped spinning. Many said that amid all the chaos and exhausting schedules, Jungkook was the only place where Taehyung could truly be himself. And now, with distance separating them, fans feel like something is missing from both of them. Taehyung has always been known as a loving person. He pays attention to those around him, even when he himself is exhausted. But it is precisely because of that trait that many fans feel it is unfair to see him sent far away, placed in a difficult position. Don't they see how hard he has been fighting all this time? Wrote one of the major fanbase accounts. He's not just an idol, he's a human being with feelings. Aren't they tired of making him suffer in silence? The phrase, "don't they get tired," then went viral on TikTok and X, Twitter. Fans felt there was a pattern. Every time Taehyung started to look happy, something always came along to disrupt it. On the other hand, Jungkook didn't stay silent either. In his latest live stream, he stared at the camera for a long time before smiling faintly and saying, "I hope everyone continues to support us, wherever we are." That simple sentence sounded like a hidden message. Fans immediately linked it to Taehyung. Some even wrote in the comments, "He said us, not me, he's still thinking about Taehyung." And sure enough, in a few small moments that went unnoticed by the media, Jungkook was seen wearing the same accessory that Taehyung had worn before. For fans, it wasn't a coincidence. It was a symbol, a subtle way to stay connected, even from afar. Now, amid the disappointment and confusion that has swept through the fandom, one thing has become increasingly clear. ARMY's love and support for Taehyung and Jungkook will never fade. They may be in different places now, but the energy, bond, and love between these two feels strong, even through the screen. Every time Taehyung looks at the camera with his gentle smile, ARMY knows it's not just for the fans, but also for someone he secretly misses. And every time Jungkook sings a song with deep emotion, everyone knows there's one name filling his mind. Why did they send him there? That question may never have a satisfying answer. But ARMY knows one thing for sure. Wherever Taehyung is, love will always find him. And when time brings them together again, the world will witness something far more beautiful than before. Taekook, two hearts that were never truly apart. The atmosphere that night felt strange. The sky in Seoul was so quiet, as if holding its breath. The fans stared silently at their phone screens, looking at a photo that was spreading around the world. A photo of Taehyung, standing tall in his uniform, his face looking straight ahead with a determined gaze, but his eyes seemed to whisper, "I'll be okay." But ARMY knew that gaze wasn't just an ordinary photo. It was the moment when everyone realized they had to let go, at least for a while, of someone who had been a part of their lives for years. Why him? The question echoed everywhere. Not because fans were refusing to accept reality, but because they knew. Taehyung had been through so much alone. He had given so much of himself to the world, to music, to art, to love. Yet every time he seemed happy, the world seemed to pull him back into the silence. And what made it all the more difficult was Jungkook. A few hours after the news broke, Jungkook did a short live stream. It wasn't long, only about 10 minutes, but it was enough to make fans cry. He looked different that night. He didn't talk much, didn't laugh much. He just sat quietly in his black hoodie, staring at the screen, then smiled slightly and said, "Sometimes we can't do anything but wait, right?" ARMY knew he wasn't talking about waiting for a comeback or waiting for a new project. Those words sounded like a silent message to someone who was preparing to leave.